soon-to-be published author of all things floristry, Mercedes Sarmini. How are you today, Mercedes?
Blooming well, my darling blossom.
Oh, thank you. And today you are holding a lovely bunch of stocks, or Marianne Cannon.
Indeed, very fragrant, and I must add that it's also edible, and I'm going to demonstrate on camera what that looks like. So we're just taking it off the stem like that and into the mouth.
Wow.
Great in salads.
What does it taste like?
Spicy.
Spicy. Somewhat.
Very nice.
You know, it smells a bit like cloves.
Yes. Well, it's been dubbed the clove flower.
Okay.
And it's from the cabbage family as well. Actually, it's starting to taste a bit cabbagey.
Oh, right. You know what? The leaves are kind of that grey-green that you see in brassicas, like broccoli or Brussels sprouts or something like that, and they're kind of long and looking like the cabbage family.
Yeah, and if you want them to last longer, you need to shave off the legs like so. So no hairy legs in the vase. And if you want longevity, you need to recut the stems every second day and in shallow water. And we're cutting the stem on an angle because it is female.
From a seed, yes.
From a seed, indeed.
From seeds, yeah. Apparently, the scientific name is after a Italian physicist and botanist. His name was Pierandre Mattiola, which apparently some people think it's Peter, but that's what his real name was.
Yeah, it's easier for me to say Peter.
Yeah,
Dr. Peter.
Yeah.
And he was also the personal doctor to the emperor Maximilian of Austria, and Maximilian of Austria was the famous botanical and medical physicist, if you want to call him, and he was full of knowledge. So together they were blooming a great team. Now this wonderful darling comes in an array of colours: burgundy, white, a yellowish cream.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's more cream than yellow, isn't it?
And have you seen it in like a light salmon colour?
No,
that's new.
It's new
at the moment.
They're always hybridising them, so it's just one of those things that breeders seem to do. But yours is a lovely lilac, the one's in the studio right now. It is,
because whoever's attracted to lilac or purple is intelligent, and I'm trying to be. This evening. Now, in regards to associated chakras, it is a crown chakra, and it's a flower of the zodiac, and it's Taurus for flower of the zodiac, but it's highly ethylene sensitive. So do not place your mist stock near ripening fruit in a fruit bowl. It's very sensitive to heat, and it does very well in dry packing. So
what does that mean?
It means that if you're a farmer and you've just cut it off Mother Earth, you can dry pack it for 2 days and get away with it, but you need to dry pack it for 2 days in darkness and then immediately put it in water after 2 days. So you can get away with it, but it needs to be predominantly, budded, maybe 3/4 budded. And when it comes to purchasing, it's got to be 3/4 budded. And it flowers from the bottom up. So the more buds that you've got on top of the stem, the better it is for your wallet.
Oh, okay. Now, I was just wondering, for the home gardener, it flowers late winter right through spring.
Yes.
But when is it more likely to be available as a cut flower for commercial growers? Do they supply it all year round, or do they?
No, it's not all year round. Late autumn right through to, it's the first week of summer and it's still available in the markets. So as long as the cooler temperatures are around, you're more likely to find mist stock. Now, we all love the message that mist stock has to share with us. Now, when it comes to sincerity and sensitivity, and if it's lacking in your space, mist stock is here to bring it all back full circle. It'll also bring back opulence and wealth where it's most needed in your life. And always remember, in the language of cut flowers, mist stock spells out, you'll always be beautiful to me.
Oh, all right. Now, the flower is very romantic looking. It's really great for a cottage garden in the back of the border because they can grow up to, well, almost a metre, some of them. There are dwarf varieties as well.
Yes.
And the ones you've got in the studio are what, the double variety.
Double blooms.
Double blooms. Double blooms, did you know that they're sterile?
Yes.
They're always sterile.
I know. We don't have to worry about desexing them. Indeed. Now, very popular in the 16th century, around the Elizabethan era, and also very famous and highly regarded in the Victorian times as well. It used to make a really nice cut flower in their Victorian gardens. Now, if you want to know what the signs of aging are when it comes to mist stock, weak blooms. So just feel the clusters of blooms. If it's weak,
if they feel a bit soft or something.
Yeah, it's on its way out. Colour fade is another one. An unpleasant stem odour.
Yes, I know about unpleasant stem odour, yes.
Yeah, and the slimy water as well. And that's why they highly recommend flower food water. And every third day, if you're using flower food water, throw it out and reuse new flower food water. Another thing that I want to share with the listeners is that when it comes to medicinal use, according to Dr. Peter, the medicinal use is predominantly in what you smell with your nose.
Okay. So it's uplifting in that case. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And if you're going to want to grow it, it's definitely a crop that is grown indoors.
Grown in in glass houses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So for the cooler temperatures.
Yeah. Okay. So, but if you're growing it in your own garden, I think it's a good idea to grow it where you're going to sit, so that you can have the fragrance, unless you just want to continually cut the flower. But if you've got a cottage garden, and you've got a seat somewhere, or you've got it near your back door and you've got some beds there, that's where
nice.
that's the best place to grow it. So
I definitely think so. And Thomas Jefferson will highly agree with you, Marianne, because it was one of his most favourite cut flowers. And I want to also stress the fact that the Brassiaceae family is also the mustard family, and that's what mist stock comes from.
The mustard family.
Yeah, mustard family. Do you like mustard?
Yes, well, you're talking about the prepared mustard or the mustard leaf plant, which is quite spicy and hot.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it is.
I've never had it.
Oh, okay.
Hot.
It's hot, yes.
I like it hot.
Well, there we have it once again, Mercedes. Thanks for coming and talking to Real World Gardener.
Always a pleasure.